Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be starting a new series called the Mad Ad Man, and this is just going to be when I find advertisements that I don't like, I think are stupid or worth making fun of, and I am going to do that, make fun of them. And so I did one episode of this before that wasn't called this, and it was the Fortnite Samsung videos, which were pretty bad with Ninja. And so if you haven't seen that one, go check that video out, that was pretty funny. In this one, we're going to be covering Subway and their Raise the Stakes ad. But before I say anything more about the ad, I'm just going to hop up into the video and we'll see kind of what's going on and talk about it. Alright? Enjoy. So yeah, this video, it's gonna mostly be about water flipping, which is pretty interesting, pretty funny in my estimation, but we're gonna talk about that a little bit more when we see the entire advertisement. First off, let's just acknowledge the fact that the Pokemon Go kid is still getting work. Good for him, dude. Like, they must have spent a pretty penny to get that kid. Because the kid already has incredible music talent. It's so demonstrated across YouTube. I wanna play Pokemon! But now he's adding on top of that water flipping abilities. Great googly moogly, that is impressive. So like I said, Subway definitely went deep in the pockets to pick up the Pokemon Go kid. And is it just me, or is that exactly the kid that you would expect to be able to flip 4 water bottles at once? Like, what else is that kid really doing with his time? But that's all I'm going to say about that kid. I don't want a diss track coming out on me. I don't want to get absolutely torched by a fire song because, whew, we know he can produce it.
Rise, Comet, Keemstar, they are all retards. Silent Boy, Channel Star, cancer.
Anyway, that's enough about the Pokemon Go kid. That actually isn't the Pokemon Go kid. Let's just get into the rest of the video so we can analyze the ad in its entirety. Okay, since we did just see it, the end is pretty cute. I'm gonna give Subway that one. That was a smart move. The little, I don't know, probably 2-3-year-old bottle flip, that's adorable. I'll give it to ya. But the rest of the video, the whole premise, I find pretty comical. They've got water flipping as something that's supposed to be cool, that's raising the stakes, making things intense. I don't buy that. Like, they're trying to hop up onto a trend that was going 2.5 years ago. And if you want to know how I know that this trend was working well 2.5 years ago, actually maybe even more at this point, it's completely based off when Dude Perfect made a water bottle flip edition video. Because that is how you know trends in their lifespan. So here's a normal trend, okay? A trend without Dude Perfect involvement, it's usually like a bell curve. In popularity, you've got kind of, it's growing, it reaches a peak, and then it starts dying faster, and then it kind of cascades, plateaus into nothingness. Now here is a bell curve of a trend with Dude Perfect involved. Alright, so trend starts rising, it reaches a peak, and at that point, Dude Perfect starts production on a video. Or maybe a little bit before the peak. We'll give them a little bit of benefit of doubt, saying that they're kind of on top of trends. A couple weeks go by, it's dying faster, and boom, Dude Perfect video comes out. And what happens? Spike with the early teens. Dear God, they hold on to that shit for dear life. Pops right up, not above the peak, but it gets high up there. And then it will plateau for a long-ass time and finally eventually die, but very far off in the future. So, Dude Perfect with those early teens, God, fuck 'em. And I can say that now because I've not been a teen for like 2 days now. So those teens can go and suck my dick. I shouldn't say that. Oh, no. Anyway, now we've established that this trend was big like 2.5 years ago because the date that the Dude Perfect video was released, their first one was July 18th of 2016. So that's roughly 2.5 months ago. The water bottle flipping thing has died long ago. We can say that, alright? So for Subway to pick that to be the center of their commercial is, it's pretty dumb. Especially because this commercial could not have taken long to make. There is no possible way. Like, sure, it's gonna take several takes for kids to flip the water over and over again. Everyone try to get it. But realistically, how long a normal commercial takes, it's several weeks. It did not take them several weeks to flip the water ball over and over again. Even though you'll see that the kids look older in the videos, at least the Pokemon Go kid. But that's probably because they picked someone that had already been making videos on water flipping for some reason. And also Pokemon Go and singing. My timelines are getting messed up here. Anyway, the point is, this commercial did not take long to make. And it's weird that they made it when it's just not popular anymore. Very, very odd. And it's even stranger that they're trying to use it as something that's like badass and intense. They're raising the stakes. It's getting crazy up in here. They've got intense music going on. It's like that Kanye song. What's the name of it? Black Skinhead. That's the name of it. Like, come on, dude. You're selling sandwiches. Sandwiches and young kids flipping water bottles. What's up with that music? It's not real. And then one more thing about the water flipping that's got me a little bit on edge. When you notice that there's the 4 kids, they kind of cut off the water flip. So I'm thinking that this may have not... Okay, I just farted. You guys hear that one? I hope not. Does that go in the video or not? Oh, it's a bad smelling one too, no. Anyway, the last kid to flip her water bottle when it's all of them, it just cuts to celebration before it really is steadied and landed. It looks like it's going to land, but you can't really tell if it actually does, so there might have been some trickery in there, that's all I'm saying. It's also very possible that they cut it so it could be 30 seconds long for the entire advertisement, but I'm gonna call it bullshit regardless, because I'm the Mad Ad Man, okay? Yeah. But it has inspired me to do some things myself. I thought it would be a good opportunity to take what I've learned from this video and make an advertisement for a company that I've established for helping some urban areas.
You are now about to witness the strength of kids' knowledge.
Come on down to K-Whip's Guns for Crips. You can start mocking it rain a lead on those hoes with the Give a Glock Refer a Friend program, where you can get an additional Glock 18 for bringing in a friend. Then get ready to cartwheel and deal on the streets when you're carrying our heat. And if you're looking to commit somersault with a deadly weapon, there's no better place than K-Whip's Guns for Crips. Come to K-Whip's Guns for Crips, where we're bringing out the big guns. Why the hell is he saying 300 like the Romans? They're not even from Rome. The Spartans were a Greek city-state. God, this man's trying to be president. What a joke.